Hey, what's up everybody? Rob Satcham here from Feedbackwrench. We do digital marketing, right? And I just got out of a meeting with some really cool business owners here in Bloomington, Minnesota. And one of the things we ended up discussing was, how do you increase the quality of lead that ends up coming to you through digital marketing, right? Whether you're using Google AdWords, just people finding you on your website, Google My Business, through reviews, whatever that is, how is it that you can increase the quality of the lead that's coming? Because one of the things that I'll hear is people that use Home Advisor, House, Thumbtack, some of these other pay per lead type of thing, they get frustrated that you get so many garbage leads, right? So there's a couple of things that happen. So first of all, I want you to stop and think about leads come either through Google or through social media, right? And the reason why Home Advisor, House, Thumbtack, these third-party aggregators do so well is that they dominate the local snippet or the local search engine result pages, okay? So that if you search remodel or name me, whatever it is, they dominate because Google is rewarding them right now. In fact, if you look at a lot of these search terms, the top 10 are going to be Angie's List, Home Advisor, Thumbtack, House, Zillow, Trulia, and it can get really frustrating trying to outrank them. But the reason why they get so many leads is because they dominate in SEO that way. Now, why is it that the leads coming from them are of questionable quality? Is because there's nothing on that site to help them see a value proposition other than price and reviews. The only two things that are actually, and it's really hard for you to update, but the two major things that are happening is, one, they can search your reviews. Two, you can share photos on there, but you don't really get to change the experience and the look and feel of that profile. So because of that, now House might be a little bit different, but because of that, there's no filter where a value conversation is being had online through text or through video or through imagery to change that thinking of that searcher. So tons of people are finding them as they go through. The main thing is hey, pick 3 or 4 to call and you'll find them, and here's their reviews and here's some photos of their work. Whereas with your digital footprint of your own stuff, and I'd say your own stuff is your website, your YouTube channel, your Google My Business page. Those 3 things combined, and Facebook, but those 3 things combined allow you to frame up the discussion entirely different. So how do you increase the quality of your lead? Well, you architect your website to be communicating at another level, right? You convey a value proposition that's different than just bidding and different than just price. You tell the story, you convey professionalism, you convey a higher end client, or you've done the work to understand who you don't do business with. And this comes down to identifying your core focus and then pruning towards your core focus. You hear it over and over and over. Check out our channel. Your core focus is, what can you be best at? What are you passionate at? And what drives your economic engine? Only do strategies or only do the type of business that fulfill those 3 things. From there, remember there's kind of 2 stages to business. One, you get started and you're doing lots and lots of business and you're getting reviews to build up, and you got to make it, you need to eat, you need to feed your kids. So you're usually saying yes to lots of work early on in your business. But eventually what you need to do is you need to relentlessly prune your business, letting go of good work to say yes to the great work. Okay, so by doing that, you will give yourself the capacity to be able to only say yes to the higher margin, better work. But how do you get those through digital marketing? Well, it's really hard. And I guess what I'm saying is you need to optimize your website. You need to have a very professional looking footprint. You need to convey a value proposition that is attracting that core clientele and clearly defining who you're not. And let the user know, but also just, you need to know that when it comes to digital marketing, there's only so much you can control, right? If you do a great job, a 10 out of 10 at conveying the right value proposition, pruning your business, having that pruning process on your website, you're still gonna get low bid, kind of garbage leads come through, and all you need to do is understand in your salesmanship. See, digital is just helping amplify what needs to happen in real life. Your salesmanship and your set of questions to qualify your buyer, you need to get swift with it. And the companies I've been around that are the best at this understand real quick to do that, and they know how to spot problem clients really quick. Now here's the other thing I would say. If you're getting problem type people and you're trying to prune to get rid of them, you either need to say no to them and say it's not a good fit, or you need to price it way up on your bid. That's how you take care of bad leads, is you price them high. Now that doesn't mean you're trying to screw them over and take more of their money. You don't even need an explainer for it, but when you see somebody, you're like, the only way I'm going to work with them is if they pay a lot more, I would say raise those rates, bid high, because you need to be bidding higher no matter what anyways. And what that'll do is let them go, oh, this business it's a little bit higher caliber than what I can afford. I'm not going to work with them. But you have to relentlessly do that so that you can do what's great. So my final answer is you can only control it a little bit, but update your website to include a professional look, have it look nicer, have it load quick, and don't have slop on your digital footprint. Make sure that everything you have come out is highly polished and looks great, and then convey who you're not. If you can do that and you can convey who you are but also who you're not and what type of projects or business or customer you want to, that should help. I hope that's helpful.